The recruit everyone thought was hopeless turned out to be our secret weapon. Private Tyler Brooks was the worst soldier I'd ever seen in 15 years of service. Kid couldn't march in step, failed his first 3 PT tests, and took apart his rifle during weapons training but couldn't put it back together. Our drill sergeant, Staff Sergeant Davis, called him disaster waiting to happen. During basic training at Fort Benning, Tyler was always the last one to finish everything. Running, push-ups, even eating chow. The other recruits started calling him Turtle because he moved so slow. I honestly thought he'd wash out before week 6. But Tyler had this weird habit. During any downtime, he'd pull out this beat-up laptop and start typing like crazy. When asked what he was doing, he'd mumble something about just messing around with code. Most of us figured he was playing games or texting his girlfriend. Fast forward to week 8. Our company got selected for a special cybersecurity exercise. Some hotshot civilian contractors were coming to test our base's computer defenses. Big deal apparently. If they broke in, it would look bad for everyone up the chain. The contractors showed up with expensive equipment and cocky attitudes, started bragging about how they'd penetrated military networks at 5 other bases. Our captain, Captain Williams, was sweating bullets. This could end careers if it went wrong. First day of the exercise, alarms started going off. The contractors had broken into our personnel database within 2 hours. Access to pay records, home addresses, family information for 3,000 soldiers, complete security breach. Our IT specialist, Sergeant Lewis, was running around trying to fix it but getting nowhere. The contractors were laughing, telling our officers how easy it was to crack military security. That's when Tyler raised his hand during the emergency briefing. Sir, permission to take a look at the network logs? Everyone turned to stare at him. This is the same kid who couldn't figure out how to properly lace his boots. Sergeant Lewis actually laughed out loud. Brooks, you can barely operate your own email account. But Captain Williams was desperate. Let him try. What's the worst that could happen? Tyler sat down at the computer terminal and started typing. His fingers moved faster than I'd ever seen anyone type. Lines of code scrolled across the screen so fast I couldn't even read them. Within 30 minutes, Tyler had not only kicked the contractors out of our system but traced their attack back to their own computers. Then he did something nobody expected. He hacked into their system and displayed a message on their screens that read, "Thanks for visiting. Please try again when you're actually good at this." The room went dead silent. The contractors' faces went white. Our captain's jaw dropped. "Brooks," he said slowly, "what exactly is your civilian background?" "I worked for a cybersecurity firm in Austin, sir. Specialized in penetration testing and network defense. I enlisted because I wanted to serve my country, but nobody ever asked about my computer skills." Turns out Tyler had been deliberately underperforming in everything else because he was bored out of his mind. The physical stuff was hard for him, but he didn't want to show off his real talents until someone actually needed them. The contractors packed up and left that afternoon, completely embarrassed. Tyler got fast-tracked to cyber operations school and eventually became our unit's go-to guy for anything computer-related. He still couldn't do a proper push-up to save his life, but when enemy hackers started targeting our communications during deployment, Tyler protected us better than any rifle ever could.